Good evening and welcome to Ville News. I'm your host Kevin Lynch alongside Ruby Mundok, here to give you the latest local, state, and national headlines. Stay tuned because Ville News starts now.
A local woman has impressed the judges of Food Network's Halloween Baking Championship for the 4th episode in a row. Blair Wright, the Manheim-based baker and owner of Floretta Sweet, is one of the 7 remaining contestants in this year's Halloween Baking Championship. Wright's desserts included a French cake that looked like a carton of moldy strawberries and a flourless chocolate cake with layers baked inside to look like an eyeball. One of the judges, Zach Young, was heavily impressed and asked her, quote, "Who are you and why are you listening to what we say?" End quote. While her segments were short, it was obvious that Wright impressed the judges and could go far in the competition.
Manheim Township has fired its police chief of more than 15 years without explanation. The Board of Supervisors announced the termination of Chief Todd Greif, who was hired in 2007. Greif had been placed on a leave in September, and the department did not say why. Township Manager Ryan Strohicker said that the board recognizes that this is a big change for the township, but to remember it is also difficult for the police department. He added that he would not disclose the information as he cannot comment on personnel issues. The board is now on the search for a new police chief, but is in no rush because Lieutenant Kimberly Geyer has served as acting police chief since Greif's leave last month. Now let's head to Ryan Argenti for a quick forecast. Ryan, what can we expect for the weather this week?
Yeah, Kevin, actually we're looking at a very nice rest of our week coming up here, taking a break from that dreary, rainy, and depressing weather. I'll tell you what, I have good news coming up here in just a bit, so stay tuned to Ville News for the rest of your weather update.
When we get back, we'll have updates on Pennsylvania's Supreme Court Chief Justice and NASA history being made. Ville News will be right back. Chief Justice of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, Max Baer, has died, the court confirmed. Baer's passing happened just months before he was set to retire at the age of 74. The late Chief Justice died overnight at his home in Pittsburgh. The court stated that this loss was unexpected and a tremendous loss for Pennsylvania. With this change, Justice Deborah Todd has been named Chief Justice, becoming the first female Chief Justice in Commonwealth history. Todd shared a word about her colleague, stating, quote, "He was a tireless champion for children, devoted to protecting and providing for our youngest and most vulnerable citizens," end quote. Governor Wolf has ordered all state flags to be placed at half-mast following the tragic passing of a historic figure in Pennsylvania.
The Philadelphia Phillies have clinched their first postseason appearance in 11 years following a win over the Astros. The team has faced many adversaries this season, firing its manager early on and dealing with MVP Bryce Harper out due to injury for 2 months. Despite these challenges, the team continued to fight and it has paid off. Outfielder Kyle Schwarber said, quote, "It hasn't been an easy season. We went through people saying that our season's over, that don't even count the Phillies, and they can't catch the baseball. And for us to get all of our guys back and healthy, and for them to all be there and contribute, that's what it's all about," end quote. The team celebrated with champagne in the visitors' locker room of Houston's Minute Maid Park following the win. Interim manager Rob Thompson reminded the players that they have 13 more wins, and then they're world champions. The playoff spots are now set, with the official schedule expected to come out in the next couple of days.
Kevin, I don't know about you, but this constant rain is making me so just sad and unmotivated.
Me too.
The first couple days, I was like, I love this rain. Now that we're on day 4, not so much.
I'm tired of it. I just wanted to go away. I really hope some sunshine comes through, though.
Me too.
I hope so, yeah.
Now let's head to Ryan Argenti with the local weather and see what's up with this rain.
Hey, I got some good news for you guys. We're actually looking at a break from that rainy, depressing, and dreary weather that we've had for the last several days now. And it's been, I have to agree with you, Ruby and Kevin, it's been wearing on me a little bit. And I think we're all ready to see some of that sunshine. But first, taking a look over Lancaster right now, looking at a couple breaks in the clouds in the horizon there, but a little overcast right now, and these overcast conditions are actually from Hurricane Ian, or what was Hurricane Ian. Ian's now in a post-tropical state, but we do have some lingering overcast conditions right now from Ian, but we do have a high pressure coming in, and that's going to change up these conditions real quick. But first, conditions right now, we're looking at temperatures sitting right around the upper 50s, lower 60s right now, cloudy and a little milder for this time of the evening. And again, tonight, it's going to clear up real good for us. Checking out tonight right now, 44 to 48 degrees. We'll have those clouds decreasing overnight. We'll have a little bit of fog settle in because of all that rain that fell from Ian. We'll have some fog develop overnight, but it'll start to break apart as we head into Thursday during the day. And speaking of Thursday's looking not too shabby. Look at that right there, 74, 78 degrees, mostly sunny and much warmer for your Thursday coming up here. And looking at Thursday night's not looking too bad. We are looking at 50 to 54 degrees for our lows, mainly clear and rather mild as well. So again, real nice break. I'm excited. I mean, I'm telling you guys the weather right now, but I'm getting pumped for these clear conditions. It's been nasty weather. But anyway, jumping into Friday right now, we are looking at some breezier conditions for Friday. 72 to 76 degrees, seasonable, and we're looking at mostly sunny conditions and a couple puffy afternoon clouds. But going into Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at a pretty good weekend coming up here. Radar right now showing us not so much in the lower Susquehanna Valley. We do see some showers right over towards New York City right now, but that's not going to be affecting us for this evening. We'll be clearing up, like I was saying. And as we check out the model guidance here, GFS is suggesting that we do have that low pressure from Ian just off the coast right now, but we do see a high pressure out in the Midwest, and that high pressure is going to be pushing Ian back out into the Atlantic, and that's going to be giving us some really good dry and pleasant conditions coming up here for the next several days. We do see a disturbance just to our north, and that's also associated with a cold front. You can see the blue outlining right here and the red outlining. That's indicating temperatures right now. And that's going to be giving us cooler temperatures as we head into Friday and going into Saturday. Saturday is going to be rather cool, as I'll bring up here in the 7-day forecast. But high pressure is going to be dominating the region for the next several days, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure all of you guys are as well from all that rain that we had. So 3-day outlook, 62 degrees was our high for today. 46 will be our low for tonight with those decreasing clouds. It's mostly cloudy now, but it's going to start to dissipate as we head into the rest of the evening. 76 degrees for tomorrow, 52 for tomorrow night's lows with mostly sunny conditions. And Friday, 74 for a high, 44 for a low with partly sunny conditions. And taking a look at the 7-day forecast here, Saturday and Sunday, check that out. Look at that starting lineup. You see all that sun? That is us right there, baby. 58 degrees for a high, 44 a low for Saturday. Sunday, 62 and a low of 38 with really nice conditions. And Monday and Tuesday, upper 60s for our temperatures and sunny skies for Monday, partly sunny skies for Tuesday. That's not a bad starting lineup. This weather has been brought to you by the Millersville University Campus Weather Service. Visit us at millersville.edu/weather center for all of your latest weather updates. And back to you at the desk.
When we get back, we'll have updates on Hurricane Ian and a historic moment in NASA history. Ville News will be right back. Residents of Sanibel Island in Florida have been given the green light to return home and assess the damage caused by Hurricane Ian. Ian wiped out part of the causeway connecting the island to the mainland, causing officials to conduct air and sea evacuations for those stranded. City Manager Dana Souza stated that residents and business owners from the island will be allowed to return to survey damage during a 12-hour window on October 5th, and that they're in for a devastating shock. President Joe Biden is expected to visit Florida today to assess damage, as well as meet with Governor DeSantis to go over the next steps in recovery. The Sanibel Fire Chief warned residents who are planning to return, sharing that a lot of buildings are off their foundations and there are alligators and snakes everywhere. Transportation authorities have been directed to prioritize repairing the causeway to allow easier access for emergency officials.
NASA and SpaceX are making history today, sending the first Native American woman into orbit. Nicole Anapu-Mann is serving as the mission commander on this flight on a SpaceX Dragon capsule. Her crewmates include a fellow NASA astronaut from Minnesota, an astronaut from Japan's space agency, and a Russian astronaut who joined as part of the United States and Russia ride-sharing agreement. On this historic journey, Mann shared, quote, "I am very proud to represent Native Americans and my heritage. I think it's important to celebrate our diversity and also realize how important it is when we collaborate and unite, the incredible accomplishments that we can have," end quote. She is a registered member of the Wailaki tribe in Northern California and is a former U.S. Marine Corps pilot. Mann and her 3 crewmates are set to take off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida and travel to the International Space Station for a 5-month stay.
That's all we had this week for Ville News. Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next week for the latest local, state, and national headlines.